Hello students, today we will continue chapter 11 of class 4 EVS and the name of the chapter is Houses Then and Now. In the previous two videos we have discussed various things about homes in the rural areas and homes in the urban areas. Now we are going to discuss about the wastage, the garbage that we throw every day. Okay, so every day we throw out things which we do not use. This includes fruits and vegetable peels, paper, plastic bags, old toys, metal and old clothes. Waste is also generated from offices, hospitals, factories, markets, schools and colleges. So if this waste or garbage is not disposed of properly, it can lead to many problems. It can pollute the land. It can pollute water and air as well. Garbage dumps on the roads make our surroundings dirty. And various insects and microorganisms grow here. Garbage dumps on the roads make our surroundings dirty. Animals and insects gather around these dumps and spread germs. Flies, mosquitoes and household pests like cockroaches and rats breed in these garbage dumps. They carry with them microorganisms such as bacteria which causes diseases like malaria, diarrhea, typhoid and dysentery. This is a roadside garbage dump. So proper disposal of waste is very important and garbage or waste is of different types that we are going to study now. So types of waste. Some wastes rot easily, means they decompose easily. They are known as biodegradable waste, such as they degrade, break down and mix with the soil. Leftover food, fruit and vegetable peels, natural fibers such as cotton and paper, human and animal body waste are a few examples of biodegradable waste that can get mixed with the soil easily. Some things such as metal, glass and plastic do not rot or mix with the soil easily. Such materials take a long time to decompose and some materials do not decompose at all. Such materials are known as non-biodegradable wastes. They remain in environment and harm us. The two types of waste should be handled differently to reduce their harmful effects on the environment. Because biodegradable waste gets mixed with the soil easily and non-biodegradable waste do not decompose. So we should reduce use of such things, means non-biodegradable waste. And you must have seen different dustbins. Segregation of garbage using different color code garbage bins means in yellow you can throw biodegradable waste, in blue you can throw non-biodegradable waste. Okay, so segregation means separation of waste into waste bins having different colors helps us with this. Okay, so most countries follow these color code for garbage segregation. Now, urban and rural waste means the waste that is found in urban areas and rural areas are different. People in towns and cities tend to spend more money on food, clothes, electronic goods and entertainment. This leads to the generation of more waste in the town and cities. Like in cities you must have seen that people prefer to eat packed foods. They use juices, tin for the juices. So the waste material out of these products are non-biodegradable and this leads to the generation of most in towns and cities. Moreover, most of these products are packed in cans, aluminum foils, plastics and other such non-biodegradable items. Such waste cause even more harm to the environment. When we talk about plastic, aluminum foil, these things do not get rotten and they create a lots of problems. Like plastic when you throw in water, aquatic animals eat them and they die because of it. Okay, when we burn it, it releases a very dangerous gas that is harmful for for our environment, it pollutes the air, and when it is thrown into the land becomes barren, it loses its fertility. So the plastic materials are very much harmful for the environment. On the other hand, most of the waste generated by people living in the village is biodegradable and does not pose a threat to the environment, because the people, those who live in village, they use very few non-biodegradable things. The things that they use are degradable. Okay, now here you can see these are non-biodegradable wastes and these are biodegradable wastes. These are the plastic cups and straws and plastic bottles. These and they come in the category of non-biodegradable waste. And these are the vegetable peels, which are vegetable and fruit peels, which are biodegradable waste. Okay, now how we can dispose these waste things. We throw wastes in dustbins. The garbage collector collects the garbage from each house and dumps in the community dustbins of that area. You must have seen a truck of municipal corporation that comes every day to your area, and we throw the garbage of our house in that truck. Where does the waste go from there? The municipal authority uses several methods to dispose of the waste. Often the garbage is carried to an open dumping ground outside the city or outside the town or city limits. However, with increasing waste, the garbage heaps are getting bigger and bigger. You can see garbage dumps outside the city like this. You must have seen these garbage dumps. So people use more waste, and these garbage heaps are becoming very big, and there is a lack of space to make new dumping grounds. Sometimes deep ditches are dug, means big holes, big ditches are made in the ground to dump garbage. These ditches are later covered with soil. Another way of disposing waste is by dumping the waste in one place and burning it in large furnace. Means 2-3 different methods are there. Sometimes these are recycled. These this garbage is recycled. Sometimes it is buried inside the earth, and sometimes it is burnt. So let us move to the next topic. And however, burning waste is not even a very clean process, because it leads to the release of toxic ash and pollutes the air. We can solve the problem of waste disposal by generating as little waste as possible. So what is the process? We can begin by following the 3 R's. Reduce means reduce the use of such non-biodegradable things. Reuse means we can reuse the things like plastic bottles. And recycle, whatever things we have, we can recycle. Whatever things are non-biodegradable, we can turn them into a new thing. Okay, so by doing it, we can reuse those things. So and one more thing is there, that we can make compost. Compost can be what is compost? Compost can be used to enrich the soil. If we have a garden, we can easily make a compost heap with kitchen waste. Means we can dig a pit, and in which we can throw all the kitchen waste like vegetable and fruit peels, and then we can layer it with grass and mud, cover it with an old sheet of plastic, and weigh down the center corners with the heavy stones. And after some time, the garbage will rot, and after 6 or 7 months you can use it as manure, and you need not use any chemical fertilizer for the growth of your garden plants. So that's all for this chapter. Thank you.